everybody, I'm Leora Sims. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another episode of my Sims 4 Law and Order SVU series. I would like to remind you that my channel, and especially the series, is not meant for children. I talk about very serious things, especially in this series. Things that I don't feel that children should be exposed to without a parent in the room. Conversations, I don't feel that, specifically conversations I feel that children should not be exposed to without a parent in the room. If you missed any of the previous episodes, please go back and watch them, and please pay attention to the information provided in the description of the video, especially if you or someone you know is in need of help. That's why the information is there, and I am trying to use this series as a way to advocate for victims and to prevent people from becoming victims and to help people survive after they become a victim, so that they might start out a victim, but they come out of that experience or experiences as a survivor. Before I get back into gameplay and storytelling today, I'm going to be telling you about a conversation that I had a few days ago that deeply disturbed me. I was talking to somebody who I know, and we were talking about the news, and this person told me a certain country is big into sex trafficking. And in my humble opinion, every person who sells their body for money is a victim. Every sex worker, in my humble opinion, is a victim. And I told this person who I was having the conversation with that sex trafficking is a big problem in every country, and that people need to be careful, and people need to be aware. And I told this person that every person who sells their body is abused. And this person said to me, I hate to tell you this, but there are some women, there are also, I guess he meant there are also some men too, but he said there are some, okay, let's say, he said there are some people, he said, I hate to tell you this, but there are some people who don't mind selling themselves for money because they know when they walk out $30,000 or more richer. And they know that their month is taken care of. They know that their bills will be taken care of for the month. So they don't mind. And I told this person that if he dug in to the past of these women, and I say men too, he would find that they were abused. And maybe if they tell others that they are happy to sell their bodies for the money, it is because temporarily they might get a sense of power. Because someone who has been abused feels that if they're going to be abused, if their body is going to be violated, they might as well get paid for it. But even that does not mean that they want to sell their body. Prostitution is not a victimless crime. Even if the person who is engaged in prostitution, the person selling their body, is an adult. Prostitution is violence, and if someone pays for sex and is quote unquote gentle, they are still contributing to abuse. Number one, they shouldn't be paying for sex. They shouldn't feel like they should get what they want because they paid for it. And number two, sex workers have bosses. And their bosses abuse them. They may beat them. They may starve them. And they may physically intimidate them to sell themselves. And these quote-unquote bosses are the ones making most of the profit. So again, even if a sex worker is over the age of 18, it is abuse, and they are being victimized. And I don't think that a lot of people think that. I think that a lot of people feel that if a sex worker is over the age of 18, that they are an adult, so they are not being forced. So it's fine. There are people that feel that prostitution should be legalized everywhere. I don't believe that, because that would give the people who abuse women and men more power, and the people who buy sex, I feel it would make them more brazen. Because when they're buying when a person, no matter how gentle they think they are, is buying sex, they are buying a body, and they are not thinking about the needs of the person who they are with. And again, a lot of sex workers were abused. And in prostitution, the abuse just continues. And I believe that it's just sickening. It is just sickening to believe that you can pay for something and get whatever you want because you paid. And it doesn't matter if the prostitute says, I mean, yes, it always matters if a person says no. No means no, no matter what. But even if a prostitute does not say no, it does not mean that she's not being abused or that he is not being abused. It just means that they feel that they have no choices. And a lot of times, if they've been abused in the past, they don't have a lot of choices. They don't have a lot of education. They don't have a lot of family. They don't have a lot of resources. So no matter how gentle a person is, they are contributing to abuse, and they are being abusive and harmful, and contributing to the trauma of someone who has most likely already been victimized. So I think that people need to be aware, and they need to be careful. Be very, very careful. At the heart of sex work, there is violence. So even if a prostitute does not encounter actual physical violence the first few times, he or she will. And to support it is to be an abuser. To speak out against it is to be an advocate. And if no one paid for sex or intimate activity, it could no longer be a business that people could profit from. Sex workers need help. And people need to stop thinking of people over the age of 18 doing sex work as willing participants. They're not. They have been abused in one way or another, and you don't know if they were kidnapped into this life of prostitution. That's what sex trafficking is. They don't have a choice. They're told this is what you need to do. And even if a person makes $30,000 for the month and they're able to pay their bills, it does not mean that they want it. It just means that they feel if they're going to be abused and humiliated, they might as well get paid for it. Sex workers need help. They need resources. They need advocacy. They need counseling. They need all these things so that they go from victims to survivors. Thank you so much for listening. I will be back with gameplay. And everything I just said is just my honest, humble, heartfelt opinion. Hello everybody! It's Summer Fun Day in game, and for Summer Fun Day, Sims have to, or people have to, grill and tell stories. This is Noah's first Summer Fun Day since Olivia adopted him, and so it's very special. And I am controlling Raphael Barba, who I have not controlled as a character for quite some time. So I'm very happy to be on his lots. And Raul Esparza, about 2 weeks ago, made a cameo on Law and Order SVU. And I am so happy, and fans are so happy about that. Raul Esparza really helped me in my life. I will get back into that. I will get into that in another video. I know that I did a video in this series called Thank You, Raul Esparza, but I have more to say. And he has a beautiful voice. I would love to sing with him one day. Because I am a singer. I'm not sure if I let you guys know that. But I will talk about that another time. So, right now, Barba, Raphael Barba, is going to, I think he can tell Noah a story, and that will, yes, read toddler book, I don't know, but he could also tell him a story. Yeah, tell him a story, and this takes care of some Summer Fun Day activity, and then he is going to grill, and he is going to grill, what would Raphael grill? Raphael likes steak. So I think he would grill either steak or hamburger. You know what? Let's try this. I don't know what this looks like. I don't think I've ever had a sim grill it. But I know that it's meat. Well, Olivia is very stressed out. He can chat about actors because he just watched a movie. But he needs to grill soon before he gets starving. See, good people are not abusive, and they have healthy relationships, and that is how Raphael Barba is. He is kind, and he, like Olivia, tries to do the right thing every day and does try to advocate for victims and actually does advocate for victims. And when a victim is advocated for, they can start healing and they become survivors. They do, they become survivors. And let me just buy some kind of a table so that I could put it where is some kind of an outdoor table. Let me just purchase this picnic table. I should have done this off camera, but I don't know where he put the plate. Oh, yeah, he put the plate here, so I can pick it up and put it here. I'll get a close-up of it because I don't know what they're supposed to look like. And he's actually going to give Olivia a gift. He's giving her going to give her some flowers. I'll go into the give gift interaction and it says give flower arrangements. It will only say that if you have flowers in your Sims inventory. And he's going to give her these yellow tulips. And you'll probably see in the next episode what the yellow tulips look like, because they're going to be transferred to Olivia's inventory. And he's very hungry, so he is going to eat these kebabs. And I am ending this episode here, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. Again, please look at the information provided in the description of the video. happy and stay safe.